Golfbusters' very own Jock Buffton talks us through his home golf simulator setup and just how he saved a load of money by building those amazing wall tiles from scratch.
I just have to say, and I'm sure you get loads of comments about it, it looks awesome. Like, you've done such a good job and you've DIY'd all of them, haven't you?
Yeah. So thank you for saying that. It took forever, and I'm actually going to do a YouTube video next week on how to build them. I kind of recorded with my iPhone just like the step by step, so I'll go through it because it's not necessarily like a hard process, but they take so long. Because like if you look at one of those 2 foot by 2 foot squares behind me, like you have to cut the wood, cut the foam, cut the vinyl, and then you have to staple that. And so every tile takes about 150 staples. So like I had an electric staple gun, but that's still like just picture like staple 150 times for one tile. And so like I did a couple, I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. And so it's like, but because I had a lot of time in the summer, but I was like, I remember by the end, I was like, I freaking hate these things. Like these things are the worst. Like I'm so done with these panels. And then when I finally set them up, and then we hit some into them, and they came in the straight on ones, like I said, came flying back. I was
demoralized.
Like, oh my god, I just wasted all my time. But then it ended up only being that like I said, the straight on ones were the issue. So we solved that with that bottom bumper, and now we have no issues. But for a second, I was like, oh no. But I'm like, do I have to put an ugly net in the top, like to get the sky balls? And we haven't had to do that, so I'm happy. I think for what I told my wife is I was planning this since last winter, this whole garage, and we spent like all summer building it. I'm so happy it turned out kind of like my dream scenario with it. Like all these panels, I think that like you said, they look really good. And when I first made it, like when I started making it, I'm like, I'm going to screw this up. Like I'm not like an upholstery person, but it was pretty easy once you get it down. And then, like you said, like I think that takes a lot of, like, just these panels take your simulator from like, oh, that's cool, to like, wow, this is, really cool. And so if you have the time, I think the panels are something that are super, like, super worth it.
Oh, mate, it looks so professional. And yeah, I mean, please do that little video that you said you were going to do to show people how to make it, because I'm sure loads of people will be interested in that. Yeah, it's time consuming, but I just think the end product, it makes it look unbelievable. So well done for that, mate. Fair play.
And if you'd like to see Jock Simulator in even more detail, then watch the full podcast interview with me and him by clicking on this video right here.